Hello. Jared, you there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we have some people on. We'll be okay. Let's see if they can hear us. If you can hear me, type in something into chat. Say yes, I can hear you. Okay, Jim arrived. I don't know if they can hear me. Let's see, questions. Okay, yes. Okay, they can hear us. Perfect. So we're going to start the webinar in just a few minutes. I just wanted to make sure that we get all the people that are going to come to show up, and then we'll begin. And I want to make sure that everyone can hear me. If you have any questions, we'll be having questions at the end. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay. All right. I think what... Okay, hold on. I can hear you. That took a while to find, though. Okay, so Anne. Okay. Jim, can you hear me as well? Type in yes if you can hear me under questions. Okay, I think everyone can hear me. All right, so let's begin. Thank you for being on this webinar tonight, How to Double Your Business on Facebook in 30 days or less. I'm going to be your host, Sander Zeidman. For those of you who don't know me, basically I've created a series of webinars called Expert Ignite that go along with the seminar series that we're going to be doing. Basically, my story is that I started out in internet marketing back in when I took a class at community college. I took notes using mind maps, and basically I gave out the notes for free during midterms, created my first website, and then gave them out during finals, and then made a profit, and then went to my tennis coach and said, hey, I can create you your first website. He was kind of struggling with his business, can create you a website, can get you ranked on Google. At the same time, I was working with Steve Weedman, who's the #1 or 2 SEO expert if you type in SEO expert. And basically created a website for him, got him ranked on Google, got him clients, and then made him a profit. Then decided to take that idea and expand it, went to different businesses and did the same kind of process, created their site, helped them do their marketing, and then realized that it's much better to teach people and to create a program that will actually teach the businesses what they need to do to market themselves, because I couldn't go around and help every single different industry. There was only one of me and so many different businesses where I can create a system and a platform for them to take the tools and the training that they will use, and this is what this is all about, and this is why we're having these systems. And basically our first kind of presenters and are going to be one of the key aspects today is social media, but in particular is Facebook. So on tonight's about an hour to an hour and a half webinar, we're going to be talking about only Facebook and how to really explode your business, to double your business on Facebook with the social ROI guys, Jared and Jacob. Basically, Jared and Jacob, just to kind of introduce them, they've been doing internet marketing for 6 years. They've made over thousands of dollars either selling their own products on the internet or selling someone else's products on the internet. And now one of their latest ventures is to promote businesses on Facebook. So without further ado, I'm going to let Jared and Jacob kind of take over.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for the intro, Sander, and I appreciate everyone who is actually taking the time to be with us here on this webinar. There's going to be a lot of really cool information that we're going to be able to share with you, some of which that we've actually never shared before. So this is going to be pretty exciting for us, and I think you guys will be able to receive a lot of benefit from it. So I would actually encourage you guys, if you wanted to have a pen and paper handy, go ahead and have that so you can take notes as we go through here. And also go ahead and, if you haven't already done so, make sure that this webinar is at the full front of your focus, and make the screen as big as you can so that you're able to captivate yourself with the information that we're going to be providing you here. And so as you can see on this first slide, how to double your business on Facebook in 30 days or less. Now, obviously, we have to start out and just give you a quick disclaimer that this isn't guaranteed results for every single person. All results vary depending on each person and their business. But what we're going to be showing you here are strategies and techniques that you and anyone else can do in order to actually grow your business and potentially even double your business in 30 days or less. So this is going to be some pretty exciting stuff that we are very excited to share with you.
Okay, so let's get started with our story a little bit and our background and where we've come from. We started 6 years ago, as Sandra was saying. Started with a clothing company called Raffle Apparel. It stood for Relax and Have Fun Limited Edition Apparel. It was just really matching and aligned who we were as people. We were inspired with this idea. We took action. It was an amazing learning experience. We took a lot away from it. Then we segued and moved over into a vending machine company. We ran that, located some vending machines, did good with that, took more knowledge and information away from that. And what we moved into was basically providing information for people. We decided to write a book for community college and college students, teaching them all the tips and tricks that you need to succeed in school. It was a long, hard road of me learning and Jared learning all these things on our own. We had counselors in school, but they still didn't provide all the information and kind of connect all the dots. So what we wanted to do for college students was put all this information together in one place so they could get it right when they come into school. And that was great, and it was an amazing time and experience, and we learned a lot from doing that. And when we had gotten to the point of getting the book together, having this amazing website and ready to service students and get this in their hands so that they can benefit from it, we had an amazing aha moment, I guess you could say. It happens to all of us in business at different times. And I'm going to let Jared tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah, definitely. So what we were realizing once we had this guide created, and actually one of the things when Jacob was just talking is I realized that both Sander and ourselves, we both created this business when we were in college. I actually never thought of that before, but yeah. So basically, we had this book created, and then once we realized we had that, we're like, okay, let's get a website for it. And then we realized, oh, okay, so now we have to, learn how to market this thing. So through that experience, we were able to be exposed to the world of internet marketing as a whole. And, we got to see some really amazing people. We got to learn from people like Frank Kern and Jason Moffat, people that were really doing some amazing things with video marketing and all other types of internet marketing. And so we really found a passion for online marketing. And so what we started doing was learning as much as we could and beginning to implement it for our guide and for some of the other projects that we began developing. And then once we got into social media and specifically Facebook, most recently, I actually noticed myself on Facebook a lot. I'm sure some of the people watching this webinar, maybe you can relate to that as well, where you'll go onto Facebook to check something, and 30 or 40 minutes later, you're still there, and then you forgot why you got there in the first place. I mean, that happened to me time and time again. So through that experience, I was able to be aware of what I was doing and say, okay, wait a second, I either need to do one of two things, either stop using Facebook so much or find a way to monetize it and make it more effective. So, following what we had been doing previously, it's like, okay, let's just find a way to monetize it. So through that decision, we were able to really, learn from amazing people and begin implementing some strategies that allowed us to build a business around helping other people build their business with Facebook as well. And so we're going to be sharing with you some of the key strategies that we found, some of the most successful things that we've been able to do, and we're really, really excited to be sharing this with you. So some of the different areas that we're going to be covering are going to be the top 3 problems that we see business owners having on Facebook, and we're also going to talk about how to solve them.
Number one is going to be how to increase your Facebook currency.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we mean with Facebook currency is something that we'll share a little bit more later on with you. And this is going to be something that's pretty exciting. And this basically ties everything about Facebook marketing and how to make it work together. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned and take some notes when it comes to that. Also, we're going to be talking about how to get more likes on your fan page. You know, a lot of people have a fan page and they're just wondering how can we get more likes, you know, because more likes equals more attention and more customers. So we're definitely going to be showing you some really powerful ways to increase the number of likes on your fan page. And we're also going to show you overall how to double your business on Facebook. All the things that we're going to be talking about are going to be showing you ways that you will be able to grow your business. And depending on where you are, obviously, you may be able to apply these techniques and these strategies to literally double your business on Facebook.
So real quick, I want you guys to think if you learned and were able to implement just one of these different strategies, how this could really greatly benefit your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what we want to bring up next is how are you feeling about all this Facebook stuff when we're giving you all this information? Is it really exciting and entertaining and you're ready to go get started and just hop on the computer and get to it? Or is it maybe a little bit scary and you're not quite sure and you know maybe you don't really want to hop on Facebook and start doing all this stuff for your business? We just want you to pay attention to how you're feeling while you're receiving all this information because it's very important.
Yeah, absolutely. And near the end of this presentation, we're actually going to tie that back around and show you why it is so important to check in with how you're feeling, and that will determine how you'll be able to develop your business on Facebook from there. So we're going to be sharing a little bit more about that and a special opportunity that goes along with it. So let's just jump right into it and just say the first problem that we see with a lot of business owners on Facebook is they don't have an optimized fan page. And this is something, as I was doing research, putting this presentation together, I found this business on Facebook, and it really didn't take me long to find a business that did not have a very optimized fan page. And as you can see, just by looking at this fan page, there's nothing really that stands out about it. Like me, as a consumer, I could look at this, and I don't know anything about this business. Sure, they do massage, but at the same time, there's no professional branding with this. There's no number I can call. There's no easy way for me to be able to know how to do business with this business. And so there's really a lot of room for growth with this company. I'm sure there's a lot of business owners that have something very similar to this, and they're maybe just not sure of how to make a more professional feel on their fan page. And so what we're going to be showing you are a bunch of different ways that that's possible.
Let's see the first and foremost thing. Okay, so solution number one, as you can see, it's called a like to reveal. You can see what's underneath, but it's blurred out. So in order to get access to the information that you're providing, all this value that you're giving people, you want to make sure that you encourage them to like your page.
Right, absolutely. And the reason that that's important is because, as we know with a fan page, the more likes you get, the more people that are able to be seeing your message. And so the reason that's important is because the more people that are able to see your message, the more people you're able to have an influence on, the more customers you can get. So with this like to reveal page, what you're able to do is basically you're almost forcing them to like in order to get access to your fan page or to some gift that you might be able to give them. And this basically builds value for you as the owner of the fan page by making your information have more perceived value, by making people click the like button in order to see the information. So that's definitely something that we encourage everyone to include.
Another thing that I want to point out on this is it's called a skyscraper banner on the left-hand side right there. And again, we have the call to action at the top with the like us with the arrow. Just pointing it out, making it as clear and easy as possible for people to like your page. And next thing you'll notice is there's a call to action at the bottom. Check out our About You page. You could have a phone number down there or something else, some sort of other information that you could have down there, just basically call to action, letting them know to go take that next step. And the other thing is that you can see there's a picture of me and Jared on there. We don't have the company logo on there, and that's because people like Facebook is social media. It's being social, and being a real person is very important. So that that's why we have that real picture there, so that people can see who we are and we're not just a company.
Right, absolutely. And I mean, as you can see, if you can see this example right here, and if we just go back real quick to this example, as you can see, this picture is not giving the same level of professionalism, as well as it's not giving information, because if this massage place, for example, had a special, or if they have, $20 off coupon, just mention this specific keyword, or call today to book your appointment. If they had that on their skyscraper banner right here, that could be much more effective marketing, which would allow them to attract even more customers into their place of business. So that's just one really key example, actually two key examples with the Like to Reveal as well as the skyscraper banner that you can definitely be implementing to make your page more professional. And the next example here is whenever people go to your fan page wall, they get to see the top 5 pictures or images right here. And traditionally, this is where your most recent pictures will show up. But what we can do, and what you can do with your fan page as well, is actually customize these images so that they are basically additional marketing for your business. So as an example, what we have here is we have a QR code, which is something that connects with mobile phones, free video, white Facebook, all these different images. If people can click on them, and it can basically pop up a bigger image. And what we do is we have a link here in the description, which is a link directly back to a page on our website within our fan page. So what you're able to do with these images is basically create more branding for yourself, to give yourself more of a professional feel, so that more people will be able to be more deeply engaged in your fan page. And with this one example specifically, we have a free video presentation. So the reason why having a free video presentation is important is because, and what we offer is when basically people click on this, we get their name and their email address in exchange to watch this free video presentation. And the reason that that's important is because the value of your business is going to be exponentially growing when you have an email list to go with it. And the reason an email list is so important is because it takes people from this Facebook social party environment and it moves it down the funnel towards more of an interactive one-on-one interaction kind of relationship. So people may not want to buy what you have to sell on Facebook. A lot of people that go to Facebook are going there to look at pictures or see what their friends are doing. They may not be interested in a special or a product that you have. But if you can offer them, let's say, a coupon for, if you have a restaurant or something, a coupon for your restaurant, and they can take advantage of that later, and they just enter their name and email. Now what you can do is you can communicate with them on a more personal level through their inbox, and you'll be able to make a lot more sales in that respect rather than trying to do all of your selling on Facebook. So this is definitely something that you want to keep in mind. Whether you're on Facebook, with your website, whatever it is, you always want to make sure that you have the email opt-in box. And here is a great example of a landing page that we created for one of our clients where this is exactly what they did. And so after they have the Like to Reveal, they have this page, which is basically getting the keys to developing a heart-centered business and life. And so people can sign up absolutely free and get this report from the Being Attraction company. So this is a great example of how to build an email list and actually turn your fans into customers and lifetime customers, because again, the relationship in an email list is almost always far, far more valuable than the relationship and the money you'll be able to make from your Facebook fans.
And I mean, it's just simply amazing that you can do all of this inside of Facebook now, which just the possibilities are endless. You guys could offer them, your email could be something like a newsletter. You could have them subscribe to your email for some sort of a coupon, for some sort of a bonus, for an ebook. Whatever value that you have to give them, they are more than happy to sign up, and it's amazing inside of Facebook.
Absolutely, yeah. And actually, here's another thing that's just really amazing that's possible within Facebook. So actually what we can create, if you can see this, is actually a miniature, it's like a website within our Facebook fan page. And you can have something like this created for you as well, where you actually have multiple tabs, just like it would be a regular website. But now you can have it within Facebook. And so, I mean, as you can imagine, there aren't any hosting fees with Facebook. So this is actually... some people are actually turning to a Facebook fan page rather than having a website. So there's a lot of different possibilities that can be done with this. And you can basically have anything in here that you can have on a website. You can have a video, you can have links, you can have buy now buttons, you can have email opt-in boxes, testimonials. If you have a physical location, you can have directions or a map so people can actually look at this, because a lot of people are actually using Facebook on their mobile phones. So imagine being able to have someone look at your fan page on their mobile phone, find directions to where you are, or be able to see, your latest message or special, and actually being able to engage with that through their mobile phone and actually show up at your place of business or buy your product, whatever it may be. So that's definitely a lot of possibilities there that we won't really be able to get into too deeply, but just, I hope you're able to see this as saying, wow, this is pretty amazing. You actually have a website within Facebook.
Basically, just imagine or picture whatever you have on your website, sticking those exact same functions into Facebook, the exact same things that you're having on there. So booking an appointment, like we were saying, having a store, paying for something, taking credit cards, taking PayPal, all directly inside of Facebook.
Right. So the next problem that we see is, people aren't really sure what to post. Perhaps they've seen other people on Facebook that talk about what they're having for lunch, or what their dog's new sweater is about and looks like, and they're like, I don't want to post that. That's stupid. I don't want to talk about what I ate for lunch. That has nothing to do with anything. And that's actually a great point, because you don't want to talk about just complete nothing, but at the same time, there is a strategy to the messages that you post. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a couple things about how to make engaging posts and really make sure that they are effective.
It's almost like the push and the pull effect, you could say. Businesses are constantly pushing a message out. It seems like they try and push. Here's my product. Here's my special. Just posting all these messages instead of pulling and asking engaging questions to get information from their customers or clients and get to know who they are. This is social media. It's about being social. And people don't just like a message being shoved down their throat consistently all the time, the same thing. They love to be engaged in an interesting or a way and showing them value, and that you're actually taking the time, energy, and effort to get to know who they are as people.
Absolutely, yeah. Jacob hit a really good point right there. Is the other side of the coin, other than I don't know what to post, is okay. So I'll just post my latest specials and just continuously put links to my website and just tell them all about what my business is about. And that's may not be the most effective way to be doing that 100% of the time. So the solution is actually to be interested, not necessarily being interesting by saying, hey, look at how cool my business is, but be interested in other people. And one of the examples that we'll show you here is one of our clients is out of Africa Shea Butter, and they make a lot of really, really great products that include shea butter. So they have soaps and lotions and different skincare products. And so I was inspired because I saw their mascot here is a giraffe, and I'm like, that's inspired a question for me. I was like, so what's your favorite animal? Do you have one? So I posted this and got some really good feedback. As you can see, there's 13 comments. So people were responding and telling me what their favorite animal was. And so what I did, and this is another really cool thing that you'll be able to do, is whenever you make a post on Facebook, so for example, if you say, what's your favorite animal, or any kind of question that you may want to put, when people start commenting, use that as momentum to continue the conversation within this Facebook stream. So respond to their comments. Ask them further questions, because what I did is after I started hearing a couple of responses, I asked them another question. I said, okay, great, so why is that your favorite animal? And again, more people would respond, and I took it another level further and basically asked, so do you see any similarities between yourself and your favorite animal? And this example right here is it was actually really surprising for me, the amount of information that this person decided to share with this seemingly random business that they may have never seen or done business with or heard of before. But what they did is they started explaining in great detail how they see themselves and how that relates to, it just happens to be how that relates to their favorite animal. But the reason this is so important is because we are now able to, tap into how this person feels on a heart level about who they really are. Now, this is information that a business would not ordinarily ever get from a regular person. And not only is this person sharing this depth of information, they're sharing it with the business that they may or may not have ever done business with before through a social media network where all people that are liking this are able to see this. And so the reason this is so powerful and the reason that the questions, engaging questions, are so powerful is because you're able to help people and get to know people at a much deeper level, which allows for greater customer service. And the reason, even though this person may not be a customer, imagine if what we did next, the next step that we had from here, if we decided to take a picture. I believe this person's favorite animal was a black panther. So imagine if we have a nice picture, or we find a cool video on YouTube and we can share it on their wall, or we can share it within this comment stream and say, hey, this just saw this and was inspired to share this with you. Imagine the impact that's going to have on this person. They're going to see this company, Out of Africa Shea Butter, and they're going to think to that person, or they're going to think to themselves, wow, this company really cares. They have gone the extra mile to show the personal touch. And that's what this entire thing is about, is not only engaging, but being able to have a deep connection with the people that you are networking with. It's just powerful, and it amazes me every single day the amount of the depth of the connections that come through social media. So that's definitely something that you're going to want to keep in mind, is how can I be more interested in my fans and the people that like me. So what we're going to talk about now is really the thing that brings everything together. We talk about getting comments, we talk about having engaging questions, we talk about likes, people sharing a message. What we're going to share with you is why that's so important, because the whole thing about Facebook specifically is getting a lot of interaction, but what we're going to share with that is why that's so important, why these comments are so important. And it comes down to EdgeRank. And basically what EdgeRank is it's Facebook's algorithm. So it basically, another way of putting it is, let's just call it your Facebook currency. And so basically you want to get as high a rating as possible, high as EdgeRank as you can. And so the more likes, the more comments, the more shares that you get on your Facebook posts, the higher your EdgeRank becomes. And the higher that your EdgeRank becomes, the more Facebook streams, or the more on different people's Facebook pages, when they log in and they see the stream of recent posts and people that they engage with, the more streams you're going to be seen from. So it's like the equivalent of Google and SEO. So if you want to show up high on the search engine rankings, you do specific things to be seen in more places in the search engines. This is the Facebook equivalent of that, where the more likes, comments, and shares that you get, the more people will be able to see you on Facebook. And of course, the reason why that's important is because the more people, again, that can see your message, can engage with you, can learn about what you do, can then become your customers. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And you can look more into EdgeRank. You can Google it and learn more about that at the end of this presentation, and see how you can and continue to improve yours.
EdgeRank is basically almost being the authority. When Google is looking at you as the authority, you have a ton of content and you have a ton of people checking it out all the time. They rank you higher. It's the same thing. People are constantly checking out your content. It's just on your Facebook page now. And so when they're constantly going there and interacting with it, Facebook is looking at you as an authority, so then they are ranking you higher. But instead of being ranked in the search engine, now you're ranked on people's pages, so you're just showing up more places, and it's all about getting those numbers.
Absolutely, definitely. And so that'll go into the next problem that we see with Facebook is, time wasting. A lot of people say, gosh, Facebook is just such a waste of time. It's so incredibly distracting. I spend hours on it and, don't really know what I'm getting out of it. And so, obviously we've been there too. That's how this company started. I noticed myself being on Facebook for a long time, not being incredibly productive with it. And so through that experience and through the development of everything that we've done in the past 6 months, we've learned how to make it more effective and much more focused. And so the solution becomes have dedicated focus blocks. So instead of just going on and randomly checking your Facebook page, 4, 5, 6 times a day, when you check your emails, or because that's a huge it's a slippery slope, being able to, and believe me, I still go through this time and time again. Sometimes I'll log into Facebook and I'm looking to check a message or something, and I'll see, oh, well, something else happened. And so obviously, it's a learning process. And at the same time, it's like being able to have dedicated focus blocks to say, all right, I'm going to turn off the cell phone. I'm not going to have any other browser windows open, but just dedicating, let's just say, 20 minutes to your Facebook page and just continuing to stay focused on that. is going to really give you some really amazing results. Because I mean, I've done this outside of Facebook, is just having focused blocks of time to be productive on one specific thing. I mean, it might blow your mind how productive you can actually be when you're focused on one specific thing. So obviously this works for Facebook, and it can work anything in your business, but basically being able to be focused for specific periods of time, you're going to see a lot of really good results from that. So, I mean, if you took nothing else from this presentation and you just applied having dedicated focus blocks for your social media or anything in your business, I mean, that will be a powerful thing to learn. So I would definitely recommend you write that down. Say 20-minute focus blocks. You can do 50-minute focus blocks. That's what I've done for other projects. But definitely being able to have that discipline to just be focused is going to make you incredibly successful with regards to the results that you get.
So you guys also want to, another thing that is going to be a really big influencer here is going in as your fan page, signing in as you, of course, then being the admin on your fan page, going in as your fan page, and liking other fan pages. It's a very important thing to do because it is using your page and going out there and putting yourself out there and connecting with more and more people and building your community and building your network. And right here is basically an example of us going in as the social ROI, as you can see, going in as our business, as our fan page, and going and liking other fan pages like Mari Smith. And as you can see, she gets, what, 30 comments, 24 likes, and that was, you know, in about an hour. So being able to comment on that post that she has made and going in there and engaging, and then you can go in and comment on other people that are commenting on the post, like their posts, and just keep that engagement going and being interested in what people are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's many reasons for us to include this slide. One is, you know, we worked with a few clients where they didn't even realize that they could use Facebook and make posts or make comments as their fan page. They only thought they could only use that for their profile. So being able to actually use Facebook and network with other fan pages as your fan page, this is going to be a really key process that you'll be able to use to be able to build more likes and to build engagement and, you know, build your business on Facebook. And so, I mean, imagine being able to connect with someone like Mari Smith. She's very big in social media as well. So, you know, we follow her because she's a big influencer in this industry, and, you know, the social media industry. And so the reason we like to follow her is not only to learn about the information that she shares, but to also make comments as our fan page so that we can get in front of her likes, her fans as well. So if we happen to see this post, for example, you know, seconds after she posted it, and we were able to be like the first comment there, what we're now doing is getting our fan page in front of, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60, sometimes, you know, she can get over 100 comments. We're able to get our message and our fan page on the top of all of those comments. So all these other people are going to be able to see our business. So, I mean, imagine being able to do this no matter what your business is. So this is something very key that you'll be able to do. And it's basically you're using Facebook the same way you would as if it was a profile. You're just using it specifically as your business. You're able to like other people's fan pages, and then you can go ahead and make comments and network just like you would if you were a profile. But now you're doing it specifically for your business. So again, this is the bullet points of what we're just referring to. You basically sign in and you use Facebook as your fan page. You go ahead and spend time, and you can do this for your 20-minute focus blocks. Go ahead and like influencers in your industry. So the reason why you want to follow and like influencers is because those are the people that have a large audience. So when you can not only like them, you can learn from them. You can also be associated with them if you're continuously making posts or making comments on their posts, and your brand is being shown with their brand. You're now connecting yourself with that influencer, that industry leader. And so the reason that's important is because you're now associating and building your brand by association, and you're also siphoning some of the traffic, some of the people that are commenting on the influencer. You're now able to get some of that traffic and some of those likes as well. So it's just a great way to build your fan page. Also, what you can do is like who your customers like. So if, for example, a lot of your customers happen to like one specific musician or they love a specific book, what you can do is you can also like that book or that person, that musician, as your fan page again, and make comments with what they're posting, because a lot of times if your audience or your market likes a specific musician and you post a comment in there, adding value to the person's comment or the person's post, then now again you're using the same technique of you're basically getting in front of your market in more places by leveraging big influencers already having their huge fan page base. Another thing is like who you like, because the whole thing about social media is being able to be yourself and be authentic and communicate from the heart with what you truly enjoy. So like who you like, because that way you'll get to use some attraction marketing. And what that means is you basically attract the people that like what you like, and there's much more of a resonance with those people. So it tends to be much longer lasting business and a much more pleasurable business experience. I mean, we all like working with people that we know, like, and trust. I mean, those are the business fundamentals. So being able to connect with people that like what you like, there's going to be a lot of other similarities that may come up from that as well. So that's going to be very important.
Yes, definitely. You guys want to make sure you keep in mind when you're going about your social media tasks for the day is being authentic and being real, because, again, it's social media. It's being social. You are acting as a person, an individual, not a business. You're representing the business, but you're doing it from a personal, position. So keep that in mind. Being authentic, definitely important. And so, yeah, be you when you're on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, again, once you start piling up some likes and you start liking influencers in your industry and other people who your customers like, other people who you like, then what you do is, as we just showed you in the last example, is begin networking just like you would on a profile, but use it as your fan page and start making comments on other people's posts and start sharing their message and basically getting out there and doing some social networking. I mean, that's what it's all about. But now we're able to focus it and use it specifically for your business. So the next thing, yeah. Okay, cool. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is basically how to manage Facebook growth, because once you're doing this on a continual basis, you're going to be able to see greater levels of likes and influence through your fan page. And so what we want to briefly talk about is how to manage that growth and how to basically ensure that no matter how big your fan page gets, you're able to still have that personal interaction. And that's basically what it's all about, is always have a personal interaction. I mean, even if you have 10, 20, 30,000 likes and you're getting 30 or 40 comments on your posts, you need to make sure that you're still giving that personal interaction, because that's what built your fan page. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, and you don't forget who brought you to the party. You always want to ensure that how you got to that level of success, that you maintain those same principles that got you there. So even if you have 100 comments, you want to make sure, whether it's you, but someone needs to be able to manage that personal interaction, because that's how people maintain that heartfelt connection with your business as a brand.
It's always about great customer service, and I mean, customer service is so important to me, and I'm sure so many people out there. I'll tell you guys a little quick story. We had a business meeting the other day. We went out to some restaurant out in Walnut Creek City, 10, 15 minutes away from where we live. And I didn't even order any food. I had my smoothie for the day. I was good and ready to go. So I didn't eat any food. But I will tell you this, our waitress was so nice and just so on point with everything, with bringing us water, coffee, tea, just being funny, having a personality, joking around, and being a real person, that I will go back there and eat even though we didn't eat, just simply to have amazing customer service like that. So that's how much it sticks out in my mind. I didn't even eat food at this lunch meeting, but I will go back there and eat again because of the amazing customer service.
Right, absolutely. And so, I mean, that's a huge confirmation for, what we're talking about here. It's being able to stand out in the crowd. And so this one waitress was able to stand above the crowd and, represent her restaurant more than, most other people, because she had such a good personality and she was so she was so engaging with what we were doing. She gave such great attention to us. So it's really, really key that this. I mean, that's just, it works online and offline. So you want to maintain that same level of customer service. And as I mentioned, if this is too much, for you personally to handle, if you're getting dozens of comments and it's like, oh my God, this is just, taking too much of my time throughout the day, then have someone else focus on it for you. I mean, that's going to be really, really key, that whether it's you or someone else that you can train or having some expert being able to do this for you, it's going to be really, really important that you always maintain that personal interaction, because that's how brands get built, and that's how real success happens in the social media world. So that's just definitely something to keep in mind as a key principle.
So this sounds awesome, and I know everyone's really excited to learn and about Facebook and all these different tips and tricks and techniques and strategies and systems. And I know you guys also teach this, and you're experts in Facebook, and that's kind of where your field. And some of the people on this call are probably wondering, okay, I get it. I know I have to be on Facebook. I've heard it from my friends, from my family. I know that it's time for me to go on. If I want to succeed in business, I need to be on Facebook. And they get it, and now they're just wondering, okay, where do I start? Do I hire someone? And I know we talked a little bit, and I know you guys actually do some of this yourself. You guys manage it, and you guys create the system. So can you maybe tell the people on this call who are really interested in that a little bit about what can you do for them?
Mm-hmm. Sure, absolutely.
Well, first we want to, go jump into is back up the point is, how do you feel about all this? How is all this resonating with you? Again, are you excited? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to handle all this and learn all these systems and all these strategies and stay up to date on everything that's happening so that you can implement it effectively for your business to grow your business on Facebook? Or are you overwhelmed and not feeling so great and maybe a little bit upset and confused and feeling like you're not actually ever going to go do this?
Yeah, I mean, the reason that we ask this is multi-purpose, but you want to make sure that, if this information does excite you and you're really getting good value and you can see that you'll be able to implement this yourself, then that's phenomenal, and that's fantastic, and we encourage you to do that. That's why we put this on. But we're also saying that if you don't feel excited about doing this, and if you don't see yourself being able to do all of this, and yet you still see the value because you're on this webinar, you see that being on Facebook and growing your business with Facebook is key to long-term success in the future here, then what we're here to do is, help you with that. So, I mean, if you're feeling upset and if this overwhelms you at all, it's like, I can't keep up with all of this, then you personally shouldn't be doing it. And so what we're presenting with you is, an opportunity. And so your energy influences your results. And I've experienced this. I'm sure a lot of people on this webinar have experienced this as well, where, for example, I will be on the computer working on some project, and, I'll be working on it for a few hours, and I'll be, I'm like, oh my God, okay, I want to get this done. I'm just frustrated, and I'll just push through it, and I'll just, I'll get it done. And then, an hour and a half later, I'm finally getting it done after all this stress and struggle, which it should have taken me 10 minutes, but because my energy was just not on my side, I was basically fighting the whole process, and it became so much more difficult than it should have been. And what I've learned over the years of being in business and really managing how that flows is understanding that not everything is my genius. There are certain things that I should bring in other people for because they are not only better at it, but they actually enjoy doing it. So what we're here to present to you is an opportunity where, we're here to do this stuff for you because we love doing this Facebook stuff. We're not a genius at everything, but when it comes to Facebook, this is what our passion is. This is what we love doing, and our energy is definitely behind doing this kind of activity. We love marketing. We love being creative. We love, what we're able to do with Facebook and all of that stuff. So what we're here to do is, do it for you. You don't have to spend all your time and energy struggling to learn and how to keep up and do all that stuff. We're basically, giving you an opportunity to take care of it for you. So what we're going to give to you, what you're going to get today is a complete Facebook automated marketing system. And what that what that includes is basically we're going to do the work for you. You don't have to worry about it. We're going to be saving you hundreds of hours and possibly even more, and a lot of frustration, because I've been there with different elements of business. Some of it I just really don't like doing, and so to be able to have someone there that not only is good at it and studies it all day long, but also loves it, that I know that that's a good person that I need to bring onto the team. And so that's what we're here presenting for you. We've created a system where we'll be able to do it for you. And so we're going to be sharing a little bit more about that with you right now. And so what we're doing is we're going to be networking for you on Facebook to bring you more customers. We're going to be creating those engaging posts for you. We have a list of them, and plus we always come up with new things, so we're always creating more new engaging posts to build your social equity so that we can build your brand on Facebook so that you become more well-known, you have a good reputation, and all that leads to is more business for you. That's what we're all about. And we're also, we're going to be building your business for you on Facebook. And again, I mentioned this is what we do. This is what we love to do, and we would love the opportunity to work with you and basically grow your business for you because, as I mentioned, there are a lot of elements to being in business. And, this is our strong suit, and what we love doing is collaborating with other business owners and being able to really use our creativity to develop, successful marketing campaigns and basically, creating messages that will bring you more customers. That's what we love doing. And plus, when you do decide to work with us, what we're going to do is set up a consultation with you where we'll get clear on what your intention is with the business, so that we can make sure that we're giving you the best possible return on investment for you. We don't want to just, take it without understanding what you would like to do with it, understanding more about your business. So we want to have a personal consultation with you to really learn about what you want to get out of this, out of your Facebook fan page. So with this opportunity, we're going to be giving you actually 3 full months of this Facebook automated marketing system where we do the work for you. You don't have to worry about it. And the usual investment is $497 a month, and we won't be offering it that. We're going to do a little bit better than that.
But before we get into that, the bonus that we have for you guys is something that I was questioning Jared if we should even do. We have not given this away for free as a bonus before. But we decided that it was going to be the most beneficial to give this to you as well, so that when we're implementing all this marketing strategies and new cool things that we're doing, your page is amazing as well, so that everybody can come there and get the most information that they can. So the free mini websites that we were talking about earlier, showing you guys basically sticking whatever is on your website right now currently inside of Facebook, but no hosting, no paying for your domain, saving you some money on that aspect, and really optimizing your community's experience when they're on your Facebook page.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we've never given away a website within Facebook. Usually this is almost a $700 thing that we offer. You could see it on our website if you want to. But we feel like even for those people that don't have an established fan page already, like the massage example that we showed earlier, in order for the marketing and the messages to be the most effective, it works best with an actual professional brand so that it's a well-rounded Facebook presence. And so we wanted to make sure that even if you don't have an amazing fan page yet, but you still want to take advantage of the marketing system that we're going to be doing for you, that we still give you a beautiful solution. So that's what we're able to create for you.
Let's just show me the example.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's an example of what that looks like. As you can see, this is the website within the Facebook fan page. We will absolutely be able to put up to 5 tabs. So you can have a welcome page, you can have a contact form, you can have about, you can have directions, you can share or show some of your products and have buy now buttons. You can have video in there. So we can basically include all that for you. We're also going to be including the skyscraper banner with all of the key elements, basically to maximizing your brand so that you are giving that professional feel on your Facebook fan page. So this is really, really exciting, and honestly, this is not going to be up for long. We probably will only be able to take the first 10 people that see the value in this opportunity. So again, we'll go over the bullet points. So here's what you're going to get today. you're going to be getting 3 months of our Facebook marketing system where we do it for you. So you're basically hiring, 2 people that will build your business for you on Facebook, and that doesn't come along every single day. So this is a very unique opportunity that I think everyone here can see that that's a really cool opportunity. I mean, I can see this from an observer's perspective and say, wow, this is really, really, really fascinating, really beautiful opportunity. So we're going to give you the 3 months of the Facebook marketing system, value of $1,491, the consultation in order to really get clear on how we can maximize your return on investment with this project. Retail value of $500 for that, having Jacob and I on the phone going over that. We're also going to include the complete Facebook mini site valued at $697, and again, that comes with the skyscraper banner. It's going to come with the top 5 images, and we're going to be able to maximize the information on there to potentially build you an email list to build some long-term success for you. So the total value of this offer is over $2,600 with all of this. And what we're going to do for a very short period of time is be able to offer this to you for a one-time investment of only $497. And that's incredibly exciting because, again, we haven't done anything like this before as far as this pricing and this package. So you're basically getting a couple of experts that know what they're doing with this stuff to build your business over a 3-month period of time for less than $500. I mean, it's really, really exciting. And again, this is not going to be available to everyone. We're only able to have maybe 10 to 12 people take advantage of this opportunity, because what we want to do with this is we want to build success stories. We want to get really amazing testimonials and case studies so that when we do decide to roll this package out at a later date, we're able to show those examples, and by the way, we'll be at least doubling or tripling the cost of it by that time. So this is definitely a unique opportunity, and if you see the value in what we've shown and what we're able to do, and especially over a 3-month period of time focused on your business, this is going to be a game changer for you if when you do decide to take advantage of this. So what you can do is to take advantage of this package and finalize your order is simply go to thesocialroi.com/webinar, and what you're going to do is you're going to be able to see what it is that we're offering for you, be able to place your order and finalize your payment. And what happens after you finalize your orders, we're going to contact you via email probably within the next 24 to 48 hours, and we're going to set up a time to have the consultation with you and really get clear on what your intention is with this project. And we're also going to be able to send you an information sheet that we can either go through with you, or you'll be able to fill out and send back to us. And it's a really simple, easy form that you can fill out that basically just lets us know what type of information you're going to want to have on your website, what type of brand and colors you want to have on your skyscraper banner, and a lot of really cool things that we'll be able to create for you to basically maximize your brand. So again, you can go ahead and go to thesocialroi.com/webinar. You can go ahead and place your order right now. This probably will be only up for the next 24 to 48 hours. Again, only because this isn't something that we've given at this price before, and so you're really going to be benefiting by taking immediate action. We might have some other cool bonuses for you as well that we're not going to be able to talk about on this webinar, but we definitely encourage people to take action quickly because this is definitely not going to be around for much longer. And one of the things that I do want to mention is the definition of what we're doing and what we're going to do with the Facebook ROI. And again, our company is called thesocialroi.com. So what we're all about is making sure that what you invest in us, you get back plus. So let's just say you do invest $497. Our goal is to get you $498 or more in return. We want to make sure that every dollar you put in, you get out plus more. And so again, we're not going to make any income claims. We're not going to say exactly what you're going to be able to get. But what we will say is our only intention with working with you is making sure that A, we have fun doing it, and B, we get you more money than you invested with us. And that's our whole goal. That's our whole focus with this company. So I want to just tell you that so that you can feel comfortable investing in us, knowing that you're investing in your business going to the next level. And that's going to be really, really key in you being able to build a sustainable business, whether that's something that you want to be a part of for the next 5 to 10 years, or whether this is something where you want to build a business that can run without you. This might be a great next step for you in being able to build a business that can run without you so that maybe you can sell it in the next couple of years. And being able to create an asset like that is going to be incredibly valuable for you. So again, go ahead and you can, if you haven't already done so, you can go to thesocialroi.com/webinar and go ahead and finalize your order. And we are super, super excited to be able to work with you.
Awesome, Jared. Great presentation. I know the people on this call got a lot out of it. Now I wanted to take a few questions. If you have any questions, go ahead and click the raise your hand button, and feel free to ask any questions that you have. And if you have any questions, I'll unmute you, and you can ask Jared or myself or Jacob a question. So does anyone have any questions? Let's see.
Or if they don't want to be unmuted, they can always just type them in. We're happy to answer those questions too.
Yeah, if you feel like you don't want to share with the group, feel free to just type in your questions in the question box.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see here. That's gonna hear.
Do you have any questions for us, Sander?
Do I have?
You ready to implement?
Yeah, I mean, sure, absolutely. So, this sounds like you guys really, know what you're doing and really can explode your business. But let's say I'm still like a little bit hesitant on why I would need to kind of get Facebook. Can you go into like why is it so important for people to really be on Facebook? I mean, you went into the influence and the tags and all the likes, and I get that, but there's so many people that are talking and on Facebook, and why would those people come to me for my business? Okay,
well, definitely.
Jim has a question.
There we go.
We'll get to you later, Sander.
Hey guys, okay, I'm gonna unmute Jim. Okay, Jim, go ahead. You can.
Hey, can you hear me? I don't have my mic plugged in.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, Jim.
Cool. Hey guys, this sounds like a no-brainer. I think it's. I just caught Dan. He's at out to dinner with his girlfriend and said, "Hey, what do you think about working with Jared and Jacob for a couple of months at least for, X?" And he was like, "Oh, that's an easy one." So, hey, do we, as far as design, like of the skyscraper and stuff like that, do we have to bring that to the table, or is that something that's part of this, or?
Yeah, that's definitely something that we can talk with you about, over the consultation, getting clear on what you want to have on that.
Cool. Yeah. I think this is great. As a fellow webinar doer myself, there's a lot of value there, and I know from meeting you guys that you bring a lot to the table. So count us in. Hopefully we're not first, but we didn't miss the first 12 spots, I hope.
No, I appreciate that, Jim. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that.
Cool. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it.
Very good. See ya.
All right. Thanks, Jim. Does anyone else have a question?
Yeah, and while we wait, Sander, we can briefly. And I hear an echo. I'm not sure if there's
1 second.
Not on mute or.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great. So I was just going to say, in the meantime, Sandra, we can get to your question, sort of a two-part thing. One is, why do you want to why should a business be on Facebook? And I think that the fact that there's over 750 million people on Facebook says a lot. And, that's where people are, and, that's where people are talking. So I think it's really, really vital for anyone, any business, to be able to be on Facebook to at least communicate as their brand.
I mean, let's put it like this, where there is, Fortune 100, Fortune 500 companies running, multi-million-dollar commercial campaigns, and at the end of that, commercial, they are directing people to where, not their website, not call some number or something. It's go to our Facebook page. Just go make sure you like us on Facebook. Check out this game or this contest that we have on Facebook. And if all these businesses are doing it, and these are the businesses that are in all the magazines and everybody talks about and yada yada, then I think that it's working.
Sounds pretty good to me. Sounds awesome.
Cool. Well, yeah, I know it's about 7 o'clock, so we do want to, honor the time that we did have set up for this. So again, if there are any questions, we can definitely go over that. Otherwise, I think we'll be good to to wrap it up and have an amazing evening.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cool. So with that, we say good night. Thank you for being on this call, and we'll see you on the next call. I'll send out an invite to the next Expert Ignite.
Awesome. Yeah.
Have a great night.
Thanks everyone for being part of us on this webinar. Thank you, Sander.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Sander.
Hello? Hello?